Well, we've come to a point. I need to make a decision what I'm gonna do with this car, and kind of need you guys' help, which y'all suggest. So, early December, my wife got into an accident and wrecked this car. 2 days later, I saw this one on the auction, and I already knew we were gonna have trouble with insurance. So I bought this car because this side is intact to fix this car. Now, as time went along, the extent of the damage, it kind of started looking like maybe this A pillar had been pushed or something. I've been trying to do a little measurements with the tram the best I can. From what I can tell, across here, this is correct to spec. Checking square, it's pretty darn close. Granted, I do have a lot of flexibility here. This actually moves back and forth, so I don't know if this has actually been pulled out of position or not. So I was trying to check square from the door, so I would check from here and put it on the bolt on the hinge back here. I just could set the pin right over the top, straddle the fender with the tram I got, and then check from here to here. And I mean, I'm talking about, there's only a difference from the same measurement of about this much. The bolt doesn't move, obviously, but the hinge got pushed back. So I don't know, maybe it bent the bolt, maybe it drug the hole over. I mean, there is a little bit of pullage going on here. I don't think that actually moved this A pillar. I mean, it definitely took a hit right there. But I got all those parts on the other car. I can drill out the welds, cut, I can section maybe this part. I'm thinking it's damaged right about here. It's pushed in where something deflected off of it. Didn't really dent in too much. I don't know if it messed up the trim. Yeah, it did mess up the trim, so I got to replace the trim too. But I was thinking about sectioning it back here because I got to take the glass out anyway. The doors, I got the doors off the other one. That's not gonna be an issue. But if I sectioned it maybe all the way up to the cross car beam on the top, then at least that's a strong point. Like I'm connecting here to here, right? Tesla doesn't want you to do anything, but I figured if you were gonna do it, you're gonna do it here. And then the same goes with the bottom piece. I would cut out and replace all the way up to, now I'm talking about the outer skin. The inner skin, if the inner skin's damaged, it's gonna be a whole different story. But replace to the B pillar right here. Did I say A pillar? B pillar, yeah. So if I replace to here, cut this off, section it there, then I got a full length strength that way. And then that'll fix that roll pan that's dented under. That'll fix this section here. I'm not sure once I take that off if this piece will be exposed and I can replace it too. That might actually be an inner part. I should be able to. And then I don't know what's going on over here. It's hard to tell what part this is, but that might be part of the firewall. That looks like, no, this is not firewall. This is the actual shotgun tower curling around. But yeah, all that can be taken off, and looks like you drill them out right here. So yeah, it's got spot welds like all across that piece. So I was thinking of taking that whole section off, and replacing that. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way back and just take the whole piece off. That way I don't have to disassemble it. I might do that because I'm pretty sure this one's perfect. There's nothing wrong here. This is perfectly straight. All the accident damage was on this side. This is where it got hit right here on the door, which dented this in, and it actually did push that over. So yeah, really need y'all's help to decide what to do with this car. So yeah, let me show you the inside. Wide here. Car's still pretty clean. Haven't gotten any of the glass out. You know, there is this damage over here. Let's see. On the inner. Dang it. Okay, it's kind of hard to see. All right, so it's a little crease right there. And I mean just a little one. So I'm guessing something happened where it may have bent it down. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. If that might be a thing where I'd have to cut the inner off and do like a welded splice right there or something. But just like we left it, yeah. The glass on the seat, but the car was well taken care of. We kept it clean. Oh yeah, forgot there's the fender. Picked up on the side of the road, including the parts of the headlight. Yeah, I got those super shocks there, so when you pop the trunk, it lifts itself up. You just push the button. It's pretty neat. If you don't have the automatic raising motors, you know, you put that on the rear and the front, and when you hit the button, it just lifts it up for you. So I did notice the other day, there's some markings. I'm guessing when that fender got ripped off, it like scurried down the side of the car, so it did scratch the paint, whatever. Like I said, I got the doors. I mean, as far as touching up, I mean, it's a used car. It's got 100,000 miles on it. It's gonna have scratches and scrapes and all that stuff. This actually happened when I tried to open the hood. The other side fell down and it right there. But other than that, there's no damage on this side of the car. Besides this door ding, thanks to somebody in a parking lot. That's all minor compared to this mess. Okay, let's see if we can get a wide view here. Let y'all look at this. What you think? Does it look out of square? I mean, obviously it's out of square here. And the reason for that is if you look at this strut tower and you look at this strut tower, you can see that it kinked down. When it got hit, it got pushed down, and then that pulled it over and pushed it up, so that made this get out of alignment. So I'm thinking all that's just right here, because it's not hard connected necessarily to the firewall. So that's why I think the car is still straight framed. It's just these structural support members have been pushed. Yeah, you can clearly see where it got bent down there. So if you compare that to the other side, you can clearly see the line right here. And then this one's way down. So yeah, you can't really get any measurements like that. Now that strut tower is way up high. So yeah, it bent it down at the same time it pushed it up. So I mean, it's not accurate to take measurements like between here and here. For one, I don't even know what this number should be. You know, I mean, I could compare it, I guess. So what is this? Like 905. Shit. And I guess I could come over here and do this. But I know that this one's all jacked up. Yeah, so see, because this frame's actually pushed over, and that would make sense if it's pushed over and then that one's bent down, that it wouldn't line up in that hole. So it's not very accurate to check there. I mean, I guess I don't want to make this video too long, but hell, I could try maybe seeing if I can get this across over here. Get an actual measurement off this card. It's not jacked up. Because I was trying to measure off the other one. And, alright, I'm dead on the top of that freaking bolt. Top of the bolt, center of the hole. I mean, I'm not level, which getting level is actually hard to do. Let me sit you down for a second. Get it level. Okay, that's relatively level. And sorry, I'm using my phone here. And then center the bolt again, right there. Okay. So there we are, center the bolt. Put it back on top of the bolt, and we're level. So if I come over here and put that in there, and we come back over here. Oof. I mean, now granted, I got to get level again. Okay, yeah. And there's going to be some differences between the concrete and whatnot. I mean, you can see that. I'm not trying to stretch it or nothing. I'm just kind of supporting it, holding it up. So what is that measurement? Maybe y'all can, if somebody's got a car, they can. Well, like I said, that piece moves right there, so I can't really go by that. But if I was to go by that, and that's where it's supposed to be, that's pretty good. I really don't think this damn thing moved, because at that point the car had already been deflected and it flipped around. Convenient to have another car to measure off of. I wish I had a new one, but I mean, that's as new as you can get one side that's not destroyed. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Appreciate y'all's input. I know I've helped a lot of people out, and I'm just asking for a little advice myself. Thanks for watching.